Hello and welcome to today's class. We are starting straight away with our T-zone activation today. So finding that neutral spine with the knees and feet hip distance apart, we're going to place the fingertips just a couple of centimeters inside our hip bones. Visualizing your T-zone, so the top of the T running from hip bone to hip bone, representing your deep abdominals, and the bottom of the T from the pubic bone up to meet that line as the pelvic floor. Just take a moment here to take those deep Pilates breaths in through the nose, thinking about the pelvic floor. And as you exhale out through the mouth, thinking about those deep abdominal muscles. We're going to add some movement to this. So as we inhale, we're going to lower one knee out to the side of the body and towards the floor. And as we exhale, bring the knee back to the ceiling. So breathing in through the nose, lower the leg down towards the floor and think about the vertical line of the T, contracting up through the pelvic region. As you exhale and bring the knee back up to the ceiling, focus on the horizontal line and tightening across your deep abdominal muscles. Imagining that as the knee comes up, you could pull your hip bones towards each other to tighten those deep abdominal muscles. Keep going with this and focus on keeping your spine in the neutral position and making sure we're not rocking the hips from side to side. So we're controlling the lower down and the lift back up as well. Just finishing off at your last one there. And then when you're ready, bring your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Let's start our ab curls. So as we exhale, we're tucking the chin towards the chest, eyes looking forward, scooping up as high as you can. Inhale to lower the head back down to the mat. So keep moving here. Use that exhale breath. Slow exhale out through the mouth to scoop up as high as you can. And inhale breath to control the head back down. As you go, keeping those knees hip distance apart. Make sure they're not moving. Keep them nice and steady. And keep tucking the chin towards the chest to help lift the head up. Good, doing well. Let's go for one more here. And then the next time you scoop up, let's hold that ab curl. Little pulses, down an inch, up an inch. Keep the chin tucked and eyes looking forward. Just tiny little movements here. Good, and rest. Moving straight into some oblique curls now. So exhale to curl up and rotate opposite shoulder towards the opposite knee. Inhale to rest the head in the center. Alternating sides as you go, keeping those elbows nice and wide. Feeling the warm up through the obliques now, so through the sides of the waist. Really focusing on not pulling on the head, especially as we rotate across. Just finishing that last oblique curl there. And then we're going to scoop up through the center into our regular ab curl position. Reach your hands past your hips and take some ankle taps. So we're going to reach towards our ankles, tapping from side to side. Keep the chin tucked in and eyes looking forward. Breathing in for a few and out for a few. Keep holding that curl and rest down. Well done. Take those hands straight back behind the head, elbows wide, and bring your legs into tabletop, hip distance apart the knees and feet. We're taking some toe taps now. So exhale breath to tap the foot to the mat and inhale to come back to tabletop. Focus on that breathing. With every exhale, think about that T-zone staying tight and closing that gap under your lower back. So keeping your imprinted spine as you tap the foot to the floor. Making things a little bit harder now, let's turn this toe tap into a full extension of the leg. So as you exhale, extend the leg away from the body and inhale to bring it back to tabletop. Extend the leg away as you exhale, inhale back to tabletop. Keep going and remember just to go as low as you can without arching through your back. So you really want to focus on keeping ribs down towards the hips, T-zone tight, and to control your range. So if you need to go higher towards the ceiling, do that. Make sure you're not arching your back as you move the leg away. Beautiful. Making it harder again, we're going to add in our oblique curl. So as we extend the leg away, we exhale, curl up and rotate towards the knee that stays in tabletop. Good. As you go, make sure you're resting the head completely down in the center. Then exhale, scoop up and rotate again. Just a couple more here. After this next one, we're going to curl up and go for a double time. So we're going to scoop up and rotate. This time, no resting of the head. We just switch and switch, moving a little bit quicker. Good, doing well. Just here for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Hug those knees into the chest. Great work. When you're ready, bring your feet back down to the mat. Heels in nice and close. Arms by our side. We're coming back to our neutral spine. And we're going to take some pelvic curls. So starting to warm up our glute muscles now. We exhale, squeeze our glutes and slowly peel up off the mat, one vertebrae at a time. At the top of the bridge, we're going to take one opening of the knees, bring them back to hip distance apart, and slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. So our breathing is to exhale, peel up off the mat, one vertebrae at a time, squeezing those glutes. Inhale to hold. Exhale to open the knees. Inhale, come back to hip distance. And exhale, slowly lower, one vertebrae at a time. Each time coming all the way back to that neutral spine on the mat before you tuck the pubic bone to the belly button and peel up slowly again. And each time you come into that bridge position and open the knees, remember just to take the knees as wide as you can without dropping the hips down to the floor. So control that opening of the knees, focus on squeezing those glutes and just taking it as far out as you can without moving that bridge position. Nice deep breaths here, guys. Press those feet firmly into the mat. Keep those arms relaxed, shoulders down and away from the ears. Good. All right. The next time you come up into your bridge position, let's hold it there. So hold your bridge with the hips lifted and just continue those openings. So exhale to open the knees. Inhale back to hip distance apart. Exhale, open the knees. Inhale to come back. Keep those hips lifted, squeezing the bums so that you don't drop down towards the mat. Just a couple more here. And the next time you open your knees, just hold it there. Hold, knees open, just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close and lower down slowly with control, one vertebrae at a time. Just taking a quick moment here, and then we're going to be lifting back up into our bridge position. So when you're ready, squeeze and lift. We're going to plant the left foot firmly into the mat and lift our right leg into tabletop. Inhale, tap the toes to the floor, and exhale, lift back up. So just a toe tap with that right leg down and up. Keep squeezing the glutes so the hips don't drop. Let's go for one more. Keep the tabletop and just pulse at your hips, down and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're taking that right foot down and swapping straight to the left side. Left leg tabletop. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Just a few more. Really squeeze. Keep those hips level. And last tap here. Hold that tabletop. Let's pulse down and up. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can place the foot down. And then when you're ready, come on down one vertebrae at a time with control all the way back down to the mat. Great work, guys. Well done. We are going to roll onto the side of the body now. Keep working these glutes with some clams. So we're going to do our clam today at 90 degrees at the knees and the hips. So we want to make sure that the hips are back, knees are in line with the hips, and there's a 90-degree bend at both the knees and the hips. Also, before we start, just keeping those hips stacked and trying to create that lift through the bottom side waist. So we're starting with just a regular clam. So we're going to exhale, squeeze through the glute and open the top knee, keeping the feet together, and inhale to close. So exhale, squeeze the glute, open the knee, and inhale to close, keeping our feet together as that anchor point and making sure we're not rocking through the body. So staying right on the side of the body and not rolling backwards. Good. Just going for one more here. And then we're going to lift the leg. So exhale, lift your leg into hip height and inhale, close. Again, keeping that 90-degree bend at the knee as you lift and lower. And just each time lifting it up to hip height. So it doesn't need to go any higher, just up to hip height and then resting back down. Good. Let's take it up now and hold it there. As we exhale, we're going to flex our foot, sweep the leg back. Inhale, point the toes and bring the knee forward. So keep that bend in the knee the whole time. Exhale, flex the foot, sweep the leg back, get the knee in line with the hip. Inhale, point the toes, sweep the leg forward. So as you go back, you're driving through the heel and then pointing the toes to come forward. Just a few more here. Keep breathing, focus on that breath as it gets harder, and really try to keep your leg up at hip height. Doing well. The next time you sweep it back, let's hold it there with that foot flexed. And we're going to pulse the leg down and up. Just very small little pulses for 3, 2, 1. Take your foot directly down onto the floor, right where it was, and then start to pulse the knee up and up. So the foot stays down, little pulses up and up. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Well done. Bring that knee in towards the other knee now. We're going to inhale, knees together. Exhale, toes together. Inhale, knees together. Exhale, toes together. Keep the body nice and still, just that top leg moving. Keep thinking T-zone tight. Doing really well here. And we're going to bring our knees in together now. From here, we inhale, knees together. Exhale, extend the leg in line with the body. Inhale, knees together. Exhale, extend. So really each time, stretch behind the back of the knee and try to get that leg back and in line with your hip. Good. You got this, guys. Nearly there. Breathe in to bring those legs together. Exhale to extend it out nice and long. Next time you take it out, let's hold it there and just finish it off with some pulses down and up. Good, and rest. Well done. Give that top glute a bit of a massage. Before we move to our other side, we're going to prop ourselves up onto the elbow now. Lengthen out the top leg and tuck that underneath leg in. From here, we're going to lift up into a side plank position. So lift through the bottom side waist. And as we exhale, we're lifting the leg up towards hip height. So we really want to press into that underneath leg that's supporting us, also into the forearm, squeezing both glutes to lift and lower. Just a couple more. And let's hold the leg there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, lower down. Well done, guys. Great job. Let's swap it over. Repeat that whole sequence to the other side. So setting up first with the knees and the hips at a 90-degree angle, lifting through that underneath side waist. Hips are stacked and starting with your clam. Exhaling to squeeze through the top glute, open that top knee, keeping the feet together. Exhale, breath to open, and inhale, breath to close. Good, keeping the body nice and still, just a couple more here. And now let's lift and lower. So lifting the whole leg up to hip height and lowering it back down. Keep that 90-degree bend at the knee. Squeeze the glute every time. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower. Even as you lay here thinking T-zone tight so we don't start to collapse towards the floor. Doing well. Let's lift that leg now and hold it there, starting our sweeps. So we flex the foot as we sweep back and exhale. Inhale, point the toes and sweep it forward. Exhale, sweep it back, flexing through the foot. Inhale to sweep forward. Really focus on keeping the body still with these ones. So we don't want to be rocking as we move the leg backwards and forwards. We want to keep that leg lifted as well. Don't let it drop towards the floor. Keep squeezing your glute. Just one more here, and then we're holding that leg behind us. So sweep it one last time. Flex that foot, hold the leg, and pulse down and up. Breathe just for 3, 2, 1, and take the foot straight down, pulse the knee up and up. You can do it. Breathe, and let's bring those knees together. Inhale, knees together. Exhale, toes together. Stay nice and steady here on the side. Inhale, knees together. Exhale, toes together. Just a few more. Doing really well. All right, adding in our extensions now. Bring your knees together, and as you exhale, extend the leg nice and long. Inhale, knees together. Exhale, extend. Each time you extend, keep the kneecap facing forward and stretch the leg out as far as you can, stretching behind the back of the knee and getting the leg in line with the rest of the body. Nearly there. Let's hold the leg out and pulse it out to finish. You've got 3, 2, and resting. Well done. Let's prop ourselves up for our side plank. So elbow under shoulder on the forearm. Tuck that underneath leg in. Stretch out the top leg. Push into your forearm and into the bottom leg. Lift through that side waist. As you exhale, squeezing the glutes, lift the top leg towards hip height. Inhale to tap down. Not here for too long. Really squeeze the glutes to help hold you here. And the next time you take it up, just a hold. For 3, 2, 1, and resting down. Give that glute a little bit of a massage if it needs. Great work. We're going to come onto all fours now with the knees under hips and wrists under shoulders, tucking the toes under. As you exhale, you're going to lift up into a hover position. And inhale, gently rest those knees back down to the mat. So we exhale to lift and we inhale to lower, and we're trying to rest the knees as gently as we can. So using that control, keeping the T-zone tight. All right, moving this into a bit of a sequence now. We're going to return to that hover position. Inhale, pike your hips up, look in between the legs. Then exhale, return to that hover, knees under hips. From there, you're going to step 1 foot at a time out into your plank. And then 1 foot at a time back into the hover. Then inhale, pike those hips to the ceiling, look in between the legs. Come back into your hover, knees just under hips, step back, step in, step in. So really push through the hands. And if you want to spend longer in that pike position to give those abs a bit of a break, you can. Go at your own pace. As we step in and out, we're focusing on keeping those hips steady, trying not to wobble from side to side or pike the hips up into the air. We want to keep that plank position as we move the legs out and in. Really flattening the back as we take the pike stretch as well. Good, doing really well. Keep pushing through the hands. Make sure we're staying engaged through that upper back and the arms. Next time you come to that plank now, adjust your steps out, in, and in. Stay in that plank, just the legs moving out, in, and in. Breathe, doing well. Finish off that last little set and then pike those hips up for a stretch. Return back to your plank and let's hold it there to finish. Breathe in and out. With every exhale, think of T-zone. Lift up through those abs, push the mat away, and resting. Well done, guys. Pop those feet together, knees out nice and wide, and sit back to the heels. Stretch those arms out long. From here, let's walk our hands over to the left side of the mat, reaching over the left leg. And walking over to the right side, reaching over the right leg. And starting to walk those hands back into the center. Nice deep breaths here, and then when you're ready, walk them in. We're going to finish it off there today. Really well done, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this workout, and I will see you next time.